Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you all? Dear students, due to some electricity issue today, we are going to take our class on in GC. So, what we are discussing in our previous, what we were discussing in our previous lecture is our lesson number 14. It's culture. We have studied about its component religion and language. Then we have discussed about arts, in which we have discussed dance, different parts of different regions and traditional and cultural dance of Pakistan. Now, today we will discuss about music. Pakistan has a long tradition of music. From very early times, music has played an important role in culture. Music is also a language to celebrate your happiness, to show your mood, to show your gestures, your good gestures, and to also to show your sorrow. Music which is played on instrument is called instrumental music. Music which is produced by the human voice is called vocal music. And the instrument played by blowing into a mouthpiece with your mouth, by using your mouth, like flute and shehnai, is called wind instruments. And the musical instrument which is played by plucking the strings with the fingers or using a bow is called string instrument, in which the guitar, sitar and sarangi came. Then is percussion instrument, played by hitting with the hands or sticks, like tabla, dhol and pakhwaj. In Pakistan music, the harmonium is the used quite often. Many Pakistani musical instruments are not played in Western countries. Vocal and instrumental music have different styles, as classical, pop music is a popular music now. Nowadays, many verses of our poets as Ghazal, Geet and Qawwali have been set to music and sung. Correct. Concerts are performed all over the Pakistan of pop music, and Qawwalis all are performed. And pop music is enjoyed particularly by the young generations. Now, next is art. For thousands of years, people of Pakistan have created beautiful work of art, which in which comes the calligraphy. Painting is also included in it, and different architectures in mosque and grand buildings in rock and wood carving, fabric painting, handicrafts, carpet, ceramic, pottery, and in jewelry. You may have seen the paintings of some of our famous artists like Chughtai, Ustad Allah Bakhsh, and Sadiqian and Amin Gulji was a famous artist. Early artists used very basic simple equipment and tools, and this artwork was based on the style of Persia, and Mughals has started this different art styles. They introduced it to the subcontinent, and this form of art has been continued to the present times also. Our writing, calligraphy is also an art of many Muslim artists believe that calligraphy is the mother of all arts. Some of very colorful and clever artwork can be seen on most of our truck art is very famous, as you know, and buses. This truck art is typical of Pakistan. It helps to brighten up our lives. Next is architecture. What is architecture? Architecture is the craft, designing and constructing buildings, that what design should be there and what are the different shapes and how the building will be constructed. Every country has its own typical style of architecture, especially places, churches. If you have any experience to visit the church, then you will see the architecture over there also. A special kind of designs with tower or spire and sitting with an altar at one end. Mosques are typically designed like you have seen Faisal Mosque and Pakistan Monument. Most of you have seen the architecture and designs on it. Hindu temples are richly decorated. The buildings are yet good in design and crafted with good and decorated richly. More modern buildings everywhere are now quite similar, tall, multi storied structures of glass and steel, and different new innovations are the architectures are using in their buildings and in their designs. Pakistan have many preserved under the Heritage Act are being repaired and maintained. Next is literature. Our writers have produced many great works, prose and poetry through modern writers are now writing in English. Most of the works of classic literature have been written in Urdu as different writers are over there, different people are over there. Some of them are Shaukat Siddiqui, Ashfaq Ahmad Faiz was a poet, and there are many more Pakistani poets and writers who have written in Urdu, English, and regional language. So, students, have a great day. It's our today's lecture, and it's quite easy. Allah Hafiz.